Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here, and this is a 10 for 1,000 watch. Whoa, wow, what a throwback there! 10 for 1,000 watch list. That was the original name of the HPS watch list, and that's what this is, the HPS watch list going into next week. Now, a couple big announcements. We have the trade show this week. Today is Friday, the 24th. The trade show starts on Sunday, the 26th. It's funny it doesn't start like on a Saturday, but it starts on a Sunday. The 26th, 27th, and 28th. It's at the Marriott Marquis in New York City. We're booth 111. So if you happen to be down the area, it's a free registration. Just register. Go to the site, register through the banner. That would be great. That way you can, you could just get in. It's a free registration, free thing. You actually get a drink ticket, too. And if you come on Sunday, you get a free drink. Go to the website so you get all the information, the Traders Expo website. And believe it or not, Paul is coming up, and he's broadcasting right now. He's broadcasting live from the car, and I'm just taking a break to start this watch list, so I have time to kind of be a good host when I get up here. So we're going to try to do an early watch list. Get this out kind of early this week. Market has, been good. We just actually been trading good today. Other than the Tesla scalp from yesterday, everything else is working out pretty good. And Tesla actually coming back pretty strong. A little bit more about the trade show. Again, this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm doing a presentation on Tuesday. Again, if you go to the Traders Expo, you could probably look that up at one point for the guest speakers and stuff. I'll be doing that. I'm not even going to, wherever that's going to be. What time that's going to be, probably 1, 2 o'clock. And then we have our membership get-together. And then again, this video, which is an HPS video, is, we're going to have a membership get, and I'll put that on the second part of this video, all right, because the second part will go to the members. The first part is open to the public, and right now I'm doing some scans, and I'm getting ready, and as usual, we want to go over the market radar right now, and the market radar, our market here looking still strong. I mean, we had a little downside this morning. The market opened up down about 11 points in the futures. And believe it or not, we have moved right back up. We're only down about 4 right now. If we take a look at that 5-minute time frame, we can actually see we made our first push up to the 20, bounced back, and then got up to the 50, bounced back, and now we seem to be holding underneath that 50 and 200 period moving average, kind of rotating back down, but it's not bad. You know what? This whole market here, everyone's saying, hey, it's overbought, but from my experience, and that's a long time. I started trading full time in '96. From my experience, tops are just not made. They're built. You have a process. It's just very rarely do you get a topping pattern, it sell off and it continues to go down. Lots of times you'll get that, and then the market will push back up and test those shorts who are in it, even push them to the limits where they get out, and we continue to put in that process. There's a lot of news in front of us. We have an administration that we've never had before, so everything is open for anything could happen at this point. It really, just to be honest with you, what's going out there. We have infrastructure plans being released. We have new tax plans being replaced. Healthcare plans being released. We have press conferences every day. All this, seems good on the outside. There is a lot of conflict and there's a lot of division between Democrats and Republicans. But if you take just a look at what some of these changes could make for the economy and stuff, it does seem like it adds up. It could add up. We don't know yet. A lot of people will say, hey, it won't add up and it's going to be a big disaster. That needs to be proven and that needs to be seen, and that's the hard part of this game. The easy part is, letting you know when you need to be in and when you need to be out. Typically, we pay attention to divergences. I'll be doing my speech at the Traders Expo on divergences this week, and we don't have them that often on the S&P, which are long-term buy zones. We had one back here, we had one here, but again, we can see we're overextended here, and it makes just as much sense to look for a pullback here just based off of that overbought level. But there's other things at play here, which means that this signal might not be the best opportunity. There's other things at play. There's potential news that could continue us to push higher. So right now I'm looking at that 2400 whole number up here, and actually this, as we continue to even consolidate, this trend line moves higher, so we could actually be looking at 2400 to about 2420. And that's an upper trend line of a big channel. That's one target that I'm looking at. But again, it really depends on what comes of these, these policies and how they affect, and what kind of, cause and effect this happens in our environment and the U.S. markets and the U.S. Overall way of life. This is history being made. So, it's just a little bit more difficult up here to continue to say, hey, chase this market higher. I'm leaning that way. There's some great setups that we're going to be talking about. Today we got into CMG, back into CMG. We picked up shares at, what did we get the CMG at? 412, 413, $413 at 420. I also bought options going out to 430. And these things are kicking butt right now. So we're looking really good for a bottom on CMG. I'm going to talk more about that on the watch list. We also took profits in Gilead, and we rolled that out a little bit further. So I took a new position on Gilead. There's a lot of other things here. But I have a great watch list for you. A great watch list. And I want to start that very soon. I'm going to actually start it now. I already got a nice list. And it's going to be a compact list this week because the market is extended. We are showing signs of a topping, little topping here. Let's go back here and look at one more time what we're looking at. The main issue is here we have a daily rotation, a possible daily rotation. I think the positive, is that we're still holding strength. We're not selling off. Is there really a reason to be selling off yet? It's hard to put a finger on that. The 60-minute time frame has held us up pretty good. I like that too. And it just seems like the market's having a hard time to rotate back down. It's not, people are buying the dip real fast. There's still strength being seen here. I'm not any way bearish yet at all. I am a little concerned that news, will move this market. We might not be on top of, knowing what the news is. But overall, like yesterday, yesterday Trump came out talking about a border tax, and it crushed the retail stocks short term. Today, the retail stocks came running back. Macy's was off 32.40 and went up to 33.60. A $1.20 move. That's a great move on Macy's, and these are all oversold. So, typically you get a great quality name, and you get an opportunity in it. It is golden. Our best bet from last week is Verizon. Verizon is our best bet from last week's watch list, and it was based off of a divergence. That divergence is easily seen here. It's called a double bottom divergence. This is a regular divergence, stage 1 divergence. This is a buy-side divergence where stage 1 makes a low, and our stochastics underneath that 20 line. Then we move back up, and when moving back up, it brings the stochastics up back above the 20 line. What happens is we quickly move and we take out the previous lows. With that being done, stage 2 comes in that we can't take out that 20 line. So we have two pivot areas. We have an upward trend on the stochastics. We have a higher low on the stochastics when we have a lower low on the price. This setup by far is the real deal. This is what, if you could just wait for, you will make money. But we can't do that because we're human, and you have to sit in front of the computer and stuff. You need to make money, and you take other sets. But this is our money making ATM machine. Doesn't happen all the time. This is on the daily platform. It does happen on the 60. It does happen on the 5. It does happen on the 1 minute, and that's what we focus on. So this was a really good divergence setup going into this week, and you could see the results from it. At this point, we talked about taking profits at 50, right in this area, 50.84, I think it was. We talked about it. 50.84. We came up to about 50.90, and we pulled back. We're actually maybe putting in a little reversal candle here. But I want to talk more about Verizon on this week's watch list because I'm increasing the target on this one. Increasing the target much higher on this, and that information will come on the second half of this video. Some other stocks that we got in this week. The CWST. It's another nice divergence. And, it's pulled back a little today, but I still like that divergence a lot. If we cross back over to the downside, or we get back up here into an overbought level and we're not trading back above this, I'm not happy that we're pulling back a little, but we're staying inside the candle. This is interesting because a very positive stock and just a nice pullback on that. So there's some other stocks, and of course the Gilead, we mentioned that, and There's other stocks out there, but if you're a member of the show, you know exactly what we're in and when we're in it, because that's all delivered to you real time. Some of the, just to kind of review, I've been putting out a lot of videos lately, and I did a midweek watch list, and I think we discussed some other stocks, the VFC, which was something that we liked. Beautiful push up to the trend line. It's pulled back. We've taken profits in that. The retail stocks, we haven't ventured into those, except that Cabela's is interesting. And I've been banging the table on Cabela's. Take a look at this Cabela's. Cabela's here down kind of a support line. Not much of one, but a decent support line. The fact is that Cabela's, and again, look at one of the previous videos from last week. They had a Bass Pro Shop buyout. $65 a share. It moved up to about $63. But the buyout bid was for about $65. It's chopped around for a while, then all of a sudden broke down in January, and then really just spilt over. Now this is starting to look really good. So we've taken a position in both options and stocks on this one, and this will be on the watch list also. Just fantastic. I probably that is got a little higher risk, but definitely worth the gamble here. That's definitely one of the better bets going into next week. And the CMG, did we nail it? We got it at 413 and change. It's at 421 and change. Got it in options and stock. We're already up $8 on the trade. $8. I'm expecting big time big time action on this one over time. Now, can we have nailed this pullback perfectly with a reversal candle? This looks really good going into next week. I hate weekends because, you just don't know what's going to happen over the weekend, and then, we kind of lose the momentum. It's not like, this is great. We have great momentum, buying momentum going into Monday, into a Tuesday, or Tuesday into Wednesday. But going into a Friday into a Monday, we kind of lose that edge. We lose that momentum edge. Anyway, 422, we're going to approach that. That's the first area of resistance. So that's that. I see I mentioned it in the room too. We have a great chat room, great members. We're going to meet a lot of them this week. And again, I just say, if you're in the New York area, come on down. It's at the Marriott Marquis, tradersexpo.com. Go to our site, sign up through the link if you can. Helps us out. We're partners with them. And it's a free trade show. It's good. We have booth 111. And at this point, I'm going to switch over. We're going to go to members mode, so the video might stop for some of you out there if you're not a member. We'll see you this weekend.